Hi everyone. It is Thursday and it is 4 p.m. It's Thursday, August 27th, and I'm going to do another full disclosure. It's not really 4 p.m. for me because I have a walkthrough today for two very good friends, and their walkthrough starts at 3:30. So, and a lot of times walkthroughs don't last a full half hour, but I have a feeling with them it will. So I wanted to go ahead and record this so that I know that I don't miss it. And so it is Thursday, 4 p.m., which means it's Getting Tipsy with Erin. Today is episode 34, and it's how to write a letter to the seller, which is one of my favorite things for buyers to do. I really think it makes a difference, especially in this market. This month, I have really been diving deep. It's the end of the month. This is my last episode this month about what it's like to be a buyer in a competitive market. I think I've mentioned it every week, but I've been very successful in this competitive market of helping my buyers win multiple offer situations, which is why I have so many buyers closing right now. It's really kind of crazy. I have a lot of buyers closing in August and September, and this market has been crazy for buyers, so that's awesome. But it's really my goal to use it's jets flying over. It's my goal to use this platform just to help educate future buyers and sellers about things in real estate so that when you're ready to move, you can be as prepared as possible. So this is the do's and don'ts of writing letters. I also like to sort of keep it a little entertaining. And just, you can pretend that this is, a fun show for you. I also have a tendency to take these videos and send them out when people ask me questions. It's just a good way to reference them and they don't have to just listen to me ramble or write text. But so here we go. Getting Tipsy with Erin, how to write a letter to a seller, the do's and don'ts of them. You get that alert in your inbox and it's like, here's this house, and you look at it and you're like, oh, it's the right house. I love it. It's the perfect house for me. And you contact your realtor and you say, this is the one. I have to go see it today. Can we see it right now? And you get in the house and you look out the window and you see that there's a line of other realtors with their clients and they're all ready to see it. And while it's the one for you, it's also the one for 8 other buyers. So how do you make yourself stand out? Especially when, you can only go so high in price before you max out an appraisal. And yes, you can pay your own closing costs, but so can the other 6 buyers or whatever. So what do you make yourself do to stand out? I know it sounds cheesy, and maybe it is, but it also works. And I'm going to actually read through 3 letters, parts of 3 letters. And one of my buyers, she didn't want to do it. And her mom and I, her mom also works in real estate on the mortgage side, her mom was like, no, you have to do it. And I said she had to do it, so she did it. And it was the reason that their contract won. And the agent said that that's why they won. So do's and don'ts about letters. Do find out what the seller situation is. A letter may not be appropriate for every scenario. Not every house is sold for the same reason. So before you pour your heart out on paper, make sure it makes sense. Make sure you're writing a letter to the right person. It might not be being sold by the person's name that's the owner. So make sure you're addressing it to the right person. There's some argument of do or do not include a photo with your offer. There's a lot of rules about fair housing. And there's a lot of, discussions about race and about military background and where your income comes from, and, and putting in discrimination about or national origin or religion or sex and familial status and disabilities, and how those photos can affect that and putting the sellers in that situation. But to me, if you got a cute family photo and you got dogs and whatever and cute dogs and puppies and a cute little baby that's really going to sell it over. The one I was just talking about where the daughter didn't want to write the letter. Her stepson, he was really cute, and I think he won the letter. Do tell the seller what you love most about the home. Compliment their home. They love their home. People love their house. Usually, they love their house. They're sad that they're leaving it. Even if they want to leave, they're sad they're leaving. Compliment their kitchen updates. Compliment how meticulously they kept the yard. Compliment the how organized their closets are. Whatever you can tell that they loved about their home, compliment them. Do not point out anything you want to fix about the house. I just got a letter on a listing where she talked about how she wanted to remove the baseboard water-based boiler heating system, and the children are selling the house for their mother who's in assisted living, and the only thing they could talk about was how that's the best type of heat, and she was silly to do that, and they had just replaced the boiler in December, and they didn't care about the rest of the letter.